But notice in the middle of the clip how Andrea Mitchell backpedals. Okay, even as she's asking the tough question, notice the compliment she gives him for no apparent reason.
Talked about some, $300 billion in savings, pork barrel savings. Independent experts say that your tax cuts would cost at least $100 billion more than you say, and that the savings would not materialize. We've seen over decades.
I disagree with the experts. I disagree.
Well,
I disagree with the experts. I have experts of my own. I have many experts of my own who say that this will stimulate the economy, will create jobs, and increase revenues over time. And that's what we did in 1980, or Ronald Reagan did when he came to office in 1981. We reduced taxes, we reduced regulation, and we controlled spending.
But it did bust the deficit.
The key part of this is controlling spending.
You are a deficit hawk.
Early on it did. I am a deficit hawk, but I am also more involved in the long term, which is a healthy economy, which creates jobs, which creates revenues.
All right, so she challenges him on busting the deficit, and then in the middle, for no reason, says, but you are a deficit hawk. I mean, I want to compliment you, even though all the evidence I just presented shows you're terrible at being a deficit hawk, and you're the exact opposite. You and the Republican Party have created gigantic deficits. But let me say in the middle of it, based on no evidence at all, just to help you out a little bit, that you're very responsible about the deficit. That's what a deficit hawk is. Someone who's, conservative, not politically but economically, and wants to make sure that the budget is balanced. So why give him that compliment in the middle? No reason, because he's John McCain, and you're the press, and you have to fillet him at all opportunities. Right? Even as you do a rare question that challenges them. Now let's go to talk about McCain's answer. McCain says, oh, yeah, I have my own experts. I don't believe the experts. I don't believe the experts. I don't believe the experts. I mean, it's Republican 101. Don't listen to the journalists. Don't listen to the professors. Don't listen to the experts. Don't listen to the scientists. Don't listen to anyone who might bring you facts. And if you want, I got facts that I pulled out of my ass and I can present to you right here. They're made up, but I'm going to say I don't believe your experts. Well, then who are we supposed to believe? And they're independent experts. They're not Democratic experts. No, doesn't believe it. And he says, well, I'm going to do what Reagan did. Well, and then Andrea Mitchell rightly points out, but Reagan blew the deficit up. I mean, he was the problem. We had a deficit problem. He's the reason we had a deficit problem in the first place. If you're going to do what Reagan did, that means you're going to double and triple the deficit. Is that what you're telling me? Now, that's what she should have pressed on. Instead, she went to, no, but don't get me wrong. You're a deficit hawk. You're great at the deficit. You're a deficit hawk. I don't think they're ever going to get it right. I just don't. I mean, I don't. I'm a person who's optimistic by nature. And I hope that they will one day see what they're doing. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen any day soon.